What's up, guys? Something I just picked up from a friend from locals. Past weekend, we had our first regional qualifier for our national championship, our World Championship qualifier, somewhere in April or May 2014. And apparently, they, which I mean the TO, the tournament organizer, added something extra to the list of possible slow plays, which all result in a warning or later a game loss. Some examples we already know of, like being slow at searching cards from your deck, or constantly checking your opponent's graveyard, or constantly asking their hand count. Now, at the regionals past weekend, apparently players would get a warning if their match ended in time for the second time. So, for example, it's round 4 and during your match you go into time for the second time that tournament. At that moment, the judges will give you a warning for slow playing. Okay, no problem, nothing really happens. But if you again go into time later in the same tournament, your warning will be upgraded to a game loss for that match. So let's say you're in round 6 again, and you again go into time. For the third time in the tournament, you'll receive a game loss for slow playing. When I first heard about this, I thought it was interesting, obviously because it's very frustrating when you're playing against a person that's slow playing their way to victory. Also, it will indeed, I think it will have an impact on the players, since they know that they need to hurry up because of the possibility of them getting a game loss later in the tournament, and that might be crucial, like when they're on the bubble or something, or just losing before the top cut. So on one side, I kinda like this new rule they used at the regionals there, although I don't know if it's really the best option to counter slow playing. Let's say a person who just picked up the game, or someone who just started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Or is naturally slow at playing, they will get punished in some way for taking up too much time. Also, this is something that I saw from all the past YCSs from past year, is that the decks and card design somewhat lead to these kind of problems, like players going into time. Here, the prime example was the European Championship in Frankfurt last year. During the Rejuvenation Dragon Ruler and Judgment Spellbook format, it was astonishing of how many people, and mainly looking at the Dragon Ruler mirror matches here, went into time. And as you see on the picture here, the time in between rounds was always something between 40 or 60 minutes. And at some point we've made it to, I think, 66 minutes before the next round started. And that's just horrendous. And at YCS London and Turin past year, the time between rounds also was almost always 40 minutes or more. So implementing this kind of rule, so going into time for the third time results in a game loss, might be a decent solution for this kind of problems, but I think the downside of this is bigger than the advantage. Like people making hasty decisions during their duels when they have to hurry up, and because of that make a misplay which can cost them the duel and so on. I'm not making a big deal out of this, but it's definitely something to keep in mind. So guys, let me know what you think about this kind of rule. Also, has anyone else ever heard about this rule? Since it caught me by surprise because I've never heard about it. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Litem Sani out. Peace.